Unmasking the Unthinkable, the corruption story exposed by Pam Bondi. The city of Chicago glows under the lights of its skyscrapers. News helicopters hover over a monumental courthouse as reporters crowd outside, microphones in hand. Headlines flash on digital billboards. Judge Richard Calloway's decision shakes the nation. Inside the courtroom, Judge Richard Calloway, a veteran magistrate with a cold, calculating gaze, adjusts his glasses before delivering his verdict. His voice echoes through the hall as he announces the overturning of an executive order. A murmur rises among those present. Reporters type frantically. The court president offers a discreet smile, while Pam Bondi, the attorney general, clenches her jaw, sensing something is wrong. In a government building, Pam stares intently at a monitor. A graph flickers on the screen as Owen Carter, a young digital investigator, analyzes the data. He points to a suspicious bank transfer made one day before Calloway's decision. Pam frowns. Her instincts had been right. Meanwhile, at the law school, Lena Calloway, the judge's daughter, passionately lectures about justice. Mid-speech, her phone vibrates. She sees the news about her father's ruling, and her expression shifts from admiration to doubt. On a busy avenue, a black car discreetly pulls over. The door opens and Senator Franklin Gates steps out with a cruel half-smile. He answers a call and, in a cold voice, orders Calloway to stay silent. The game has begun and no one is ready for the consequences. Over the following days, Pam Bondi and Owen Carter dig deeper. They meticulously examine financial records and discover that the money received by Calloway came from a shell company registered under fake names. The outline of a larger scheme begins to emerge. Lena, growing increasingly suspicious, decides to act. On a quiet night, she sends an encrypted email to Pam Bondi, suggesting a secret meeting. The next day, they meet discreetly in an out-of-the-way cafe. Lena is nervous but determined. "My father is being blackmailed," she reveals, glancing around to ensure no one is listening. I don't know the details, but someone very powerful is pressuring him. Pam and Owen cross-reference the information and find a recurring name in the transactions: Franklin Gates. The senator, known for his political influence and maneuvering, appears to be the key player in the blackmail scheme. Pam realizes the case is bigger than they imagined. Now, it's not just about Calloway, it's about an active political conspiracy. The danger is closing in, and every move must be calculated with precision. As the investigation progresses, Bondi and Owen intensify surveillance on Franklin Gates and Judge Calloway. Each new detail reveals a darker fragment of a conspiracy far larger than anticipated. During covert nights, they observe the suspects from a distance, recording meetings and conversations that, though fragmented, hint at a web of manipulation and blackmail. One clandestine recording captures Gates in a threatening tone, warning Calloway about unearthing an old scandal, a secret that, if exposed, could destroy careers and shake public trust in the judiciary. Tension mounts. In a dimly lit office, Bondi confronts Calloway with the evidence. The room, heavy with silence, seems to press down on the judge, who remains cold and impenetrable, denying any involvement and dismissing the recordings as political sabotage. His refusal to admit the truth only deepens suspicions. Something dangerous is being concealed. Meanwhile, the public and the press, hungry for answers, follow every move. News of a hearing to remove Calloway spreads like wildfire, intensifying the pressure on all involved. Every step the investigators take is scrutinized, and the political atmosphere grows increasingly volatile. As the investigation deepens, the risk of retaliation becomes palpable. A cloud of distrust and threat hangs over Chicago, and the truth, buried under shady interests, seems just within reach. The power struggle, filled with secrets and betrayals, moves toward an inevitable confrontation where every decision could forever alter the fate of those daring to challenge the corrupt system. Each new clue exposes more of the conspiracy's depths, and the pressure on Bondi and Owen grows. Aware that any misstep could jeopardize the operation, they work tirelessly to connect the loose threads. The shadow of Gates' power looms large, and uncertainty about allies' loyalty adds urgency. making it clear the outcome will be marked by unexpected twists. Inside the packed courtroom, amid journalists and politicians, the tension reaches its peak. All eyes are on the unfolding confrontation that threatens to shake the foundations of power. Pam Bondi, relentless and determined, stands before the jury and an attentive audience, presenting her final case, packed with irrefutable evidence. With a steady voice, she meticulously outlines every document, recording and transaction linking Judge Calloway to Franklin Gates' conspiracy. Each word carries the weight of truth, and the air vibrates with anticipation. As Bondi lays out the scheme, Calloway's gaze betrays desperation and resignation. The once authoritative magistrate watches his credibility crumble under undeniable proof. A sudden click interrupts the proceedings. Lena Calloway, silent until now, stands unexpectedly. With trembling courage, she testifies against her father, revealing the pressures and blackmail that led him astray. The courtroom erupts in murmurs and shock. A historic moment unfolds as a daughter defies tradition and familial loyalty to expose the truth. The hearing becomes a stage of moral conflict, where duty clashes with blood ties. The evidence, presented with precision, draws the line between honor and corruption. Cornered, Calloway has no escape. Gates' power is unmasked, sealing the fate of all involved. The court prepares to deliver its final verdict, ushering in a new era of judicial transparency. #The aftermath, a new era of justice. In the wake of the courtroom turmoil, the outcome marks a turning point for Chicago's justice system. A humiliated and exposed Judge Richard Calloway can no longer deny the truth. In a tense press conference, his voice breaking, he admits his mistakes and reveals how Senator Franklin Gates blackmailed him into betraying his integrity. Though late, his confession opens the door to redemption and a renewed fight against corruption. Lena, torn between loyalty and justice, grapples with the emotional toll of her choice. Her courage in testifying against her father, despite backlash, transforms her into a symbol of integrity. Her actions inspire others to seek truth, no matter the cost. Meanwhile, Pam Bondi pushes forward, advocating for judicial reform. Her compelling congressional testimony, backed by irrefutable evidence, rallies public support for transparency and accountability. The scandal exposes not just individual failures but systemic vulnerabilities, reinforcing the need for ethics and oversight. As the curtain falls on this power-shaking scandal, we're left with a question. What would you do in Lena's place? Defy tradition for the sake of truth? If this story gripped you, don't forget to subscribe for more shocking investigations. Like, share, and comment your theories. Your voice could spark crucial debates. Join us in this fight for justice and stay tuned for the next chapter.